Hey, what's cracking? Today's Sunday, and I hope you feel blessed today. I hope you started off this day feeling good on this day of rest. I certainly feel thankful today. I'm thankful for so many things, man. Thankful I woke up. I'm thankful that the people I love are alive, that I can call them on the telephone. Thankful that I can call them on the telephone at all. Uh, there was times I went years without being able to call and talk to anybody. All I could do is wait on the mail to run and hope I got a letter. Uh, I'm thankful I can go take a shower if I want to. And a little earlier, I got up and got around, and I went down to the store, and I bought me a pack of cigarettes, and I went by the dispensary, and I got me a little bit of weed, and that helps me feel better through the day, man. It's so much better for me than all the pills they were giving me, psychiatrists and stuff. And I'm thankful I can go sit down and watch what I want on TV with my wife. I stopped by and see my best friend. I'm thankful for that. Um, so many days I spent in the cell all by myself, man. Nothing to look forward to, nothing to hope for. But things can change. Your life can get better. I'd like for you to take a second right now and think about all things you're thankful for. I remember one time when I was getting moved to the last prison I was at. I thought I might get out in about a year, maybe, because I had a 22-year sentence, and I've been locked up for about 20 years at the time, and uh, I was to the point that I was about to finish my sentence almost day for day without any good time. Uh, but I was on the highest level at the time, level 4. So if I kept my level, I figured I'd go home about 6 months once I got there. So I was riding the bus over there, and been locked up for almost 20 years. And we stopped in a convenience store for them to get gas for the bus. And the guys that were running, the DOC guys, the officers, run in and get them a snack. So I was sitting there while they went in the store, and this lady pulls in the gas pump next to us, and she was in a car, and she drove up, and she got out, put the gas pump in, swiped her car, and she went in, got her something to drink, come back out, and I'm sitting there in that window watching her, and I thought, oh my God, man, that seems so unnatural to me. I couldn't imagine pulling up to a store and getting out and getting gas and going in and buying something to drink and driving off in a car. I just couldn't imagine that. And I thought, I'm fixing to get over here on a yard, and there'll probably be two guys walk across the yard holding hands, and that's going to be normal to me. Going and playing, hiding in someone's cell and playing poker for soups. That's going to be natural to me. I thought, man, I'm really lost, man. I'm really lost. And I want to remind you, that you don't have to do much to end up where I was at. You went out drinking with your buddies and you got in the car and drove home, could have went for that. You're lucky you didn't have an accident. You're lucky you didn't kill somebody and go to prison. Or even if you wasn't that drunk, you're lucky the police didn't pull you over. If you've ever given somebody a ride, you're lucky they didn't have no drugs on them and you got stopped and they didn't shove them down your seat. If you ever bought a gun off somebody, you're lucky they didn't kill somebody with it first and then sell it to you. If you've never stole nothing and you've never done nobody wrong and you've never drove drunk and you've never done anything you could have got in trouble to, I tip my hat to you, man. But if you've done any of those things, if you've got anything in your house you shouldn't have, anything in your car that shouldn't be there, and you've just been thinking, man, go get it out of there. Clean that up right now and quit doing that. Think about some things you're thankful for. Make sure you don't end up where I went. I want to talk to you about a little bit about the friends you pick and who you hang out with. I want to, whether you're trying to quit doing drugs or just live your life every day, maybe do a little better in life and live a better life. Who you hang out with, your friends, are going to determine what you do. If you go to church every day, you're going to end up saved down at the altar. If you go to the bar every day, you're going to end up getting drunk. If you end up going to the basketball court every day, you'll end up out there playing a game of ball. That's how life works. Whoever you hang around with, that's what you're going to end up doing. Association brings about a simulation. If you're hanging out with me, I'm becoming more like you, and you're becoming more like me. That's just how it works. And when people look at you in the world, I was talking to you about people seeing you different than you see yourself. Other people that look at you, you make impressions on people and you never even realize it. And people are watching you, and the people you hang out with, that's how people assume you are. So be careful the people you hang out with, and try to remember to feel blessed for things, man, because there's so many blessings. I'm going to go up there when I get done with this video and fix me something to eat, man. Pick out of the ice box and freezer what I want to eat. I'm going to make it myself. And that's so much more of a blessing than you realize. Even if you're not being locked up or going to be locked, you don't have to go out there and grow that, man. So you're blessed in a lot of ways. So try to remember that, give thanks for that, and feel thankful, because the way you perceive things is going to have a lot to do with how happy you are every day. Wanted to tell you that in prison there's things you can't do, like people who steal out of other people's cell. That a sneak thief, man, that's just as bad as being a rapist or a child molester. Oh man, never want to steal from anybody. Things are too hard to come by. The only way you get anything is if your family sends it. The most important thing in prison is your word. To do what you say you're going to do. But really isn't your word, it's really your family's word, because you can't do anything. It depends on if someone loves you. When you go to the visiting room and you see your family, you'll be on your unit and they'll call your name when your family gets there. Your family will get there and they'll check in, and they'll sit down there and wait on you in the visiting room. If you've got level 2, 3, or 4 and you're not visiting through glass, then they'll call your name and you can come down to the visiting room, and you have to have on a blue shirt, or if it's khakis, you have to have that. You have to be presentable and have your ID out where everyone can see it. And you'll come through, you sign in, you go out and sit in the visiting room. When you go to the visiting room, you can't even touch quarters in there. So, just being able to handle my money is different for me after 20 years. When I go in the store sometimes in Walmart, man, it hits me like a bag of rocks sometimes, and I'm just walking around looking at stuff, picking out what I want, and they're just trusting me to pay for it. That blows my mind, because in prison, everything that wasn't nailed down, if it wasn't some other convict or inmates, it'd be took immediately. But you go down there and visit, and when you get done visiting, then you got to go through strip search. And man, when I first got to Lexington when I was 17, and that's where we are in our story, when I was 17 in Lexington, man, I dreaded that part of it so bad I almost didn't go to visit. And I was getting 4 weeks. Like, these guys are all checking me out all the time like I'm a girl, man, and I go down there to visit. When it comes time to leave, they put you in the strip search room. You'll all be in one big room, and then they'll call you out of there 4 or 5 at a time, and 3 or 4 guards will be over there, and they'll be conducting strip searches and then send you back to the yard. And these guys would intentionally try to get in the group with me so that they could see me naked. And I didn't know, man, I didn't know which end to hide, man. Some of them trying to look at the front, some trying to look at the back. Man, it was horrible for me, I tell you. It made me dread going to see my family. Before I forget, please like, share, and subscribe. I wanted to say that, hey, man, I already reached over 100 subscribers. Thank you guys, man. I wanted to tell this story because in my heart I feel like it'll reach somebody, it'll help somebody, because I was that kid, man. It was me. And I never thought I'd be sitting here talking to you like this. So please help me continue to try to reach people. Please share on your social media platforms, and hit the like and subscribe on YouTube, please. Doesn't do any good if you hit like for me on Facebook. It helps me if you hit like on the video. And please take the time to hit that subscribe button, man. If you don't want to be bothered by the notifications, you can go in your settings and turn off notifications for YouTube, and that won't come up on you. And it'll still help me out. I never ask anybody for anything. I'll never put my videos behind a window. All I ask is that you hit the subscribe and the like button and share it for me, man, please. You might be the one that shares it with someone who really needs it. Next video, I'll get back into things that happened to me at Lexington. I just want to stop today and talk about blessings and the things that really matter. To thank you for subscribing to my channel and sharing it. And tell you that if you haven't picked your blessings up yet today, do that now. God bless you and yours, and may God protect you and your family. Catch you in the next one.